Today, we're going to dive into a pretty profound concept from Ayurveda that might just change the way you see, well, everything. It's this idea of dravya, which just means substance. But it's really a framework that shows a hidden universe of potential in all the stuff around us.
So it all starts with this incredible statement from the ancient text, the Ashtanga Hridya. Just let that sink in for a second. There is nothing in this universe which cannot be used as medicine. Nothing. Not a single plant, not a rock, not a single substance is without some kind of purpose. I mean, what an amazing claim.
And right away, you've got to ask, how on earth is that possible? Seriously, how can something as ordinary as a weed in your backyard have medicinal value? Well, that's exactly what we're going to unpack right now.
Okay, so here's our roadmap. We'll start with why substance is so important. Then, we'll break down reality into 5 basic building blocks. Look at the hidden energy inside every one of those substances, uncover its unique special power, and then we're going to put it all together.
All right, first things first. In the Ayurvedic worldview, the physical substance, what they call dravya, is king. It's the most important factor, and it makes sense when you think about it. Everything else, like its taste, its energy, its effect, all of those qualities have to live inside something, right? They need a home, and that home is the substance itself.
So this idea that medicine is only in a few special herbs, Ayurveda says nope. It's literally everywhere. The secret isn't about finding some rare exotic plant. It's about having the right framework, the right lens to understand the fundamental nature of the things that are already all around us.
Okay, so let's get into that framework. The very first layer is this concept of the Mahabhutas. You can think of them as the 5 great elements. Ayurveda suggests that everything in the physical world, everything from a giant mountain to a tiny little flower, is made up of a unique mix of these 5 basic building blocks.
So here they are: earth, water, fire, air, and ether, or you could call it space. Now, according to this model, everything in the universe has all 5 of these elements, just in different amounts. It's the dominant element, or the dominant combo of elements, that gives a substance its unique personality. So let's see how this works. When the earth element, Parthiva, is the dominant one, a substance is going to feel heavy, stable, and dense. You can almost feel this grounding quality in things like roots, nuts, or really solid pieces of wood.
Now, if the water element, or Apya, is running the show, the substance is going to have qualities like moisture, stickiness, and lubrication. This is what makes things wet and gives you that feeling of satisfaction, like when you bite into a juicy fruit or drink a glass of milk.
And then there's the fire element, Agneya. This one is all about energy and transformation. So substances where fire is dominant are often behind things like heat, bright colors, and even our own digestion. Just think of hot spices like chili peppers. That's pure fire energy.
Next up is air, or Vayavya. This element brings qualities like lightness, dryness, and all kinds of movement. It's that subtle force that makes things feel clear and mobile. You can sense this quality in leafy greens, or just picture a dry leaf rustling in the wind.
And last but not least, we have ether, or Nabhasa. This is basically the element of space. It's what creates qualities of hollowness, lightness, and even how sound travels. Think of something porous, like a sponge, or the hollow stem of a plant. That's ether at work.
So once we get what a substance is made of, the next layer is to understand its energy. This is called virya, or its potency, and this is huge. It's not just about what elements are in it, it's about the active inherent power that substance is carrying.
And here's the crucial part. Virya is like the engine that makes the action happen. The ancient Ayurvedic master Charaka said that no substance can do anything without this potency. It's the fundamental force that makes something actually work.
Now, what's so cool is how they organized this idea of energy. While some of the really old texts talked about 8 different types, heavy, light, oily, dry, most of the later experts kind of agreed that you can boil it all down to 2 main opposing forces: hot and cold, or Ushna and Shita. And that simple binary becomes this incredibly powerful tool for understanding how a substance is going to affect the body.
Okay, so we've got the building blocks and we've got the energy. But there is one final piece to this puzzle, and honestly, it might be the most fascinating part. It's called prabhava, and it's what explains all the exceptions to the rule, the effects that seem, well, almost magical.
You can think of prabhava as the unique superpower of a substance. It's that specific action that you just can't predict by looking at its elements, or its taste, or whether it's hot or cold. It's what makes something truly, totally one of a kind. And this example just nails the concept perfectly. Okay, look at these two plants, Danti and Chitraka. On paper, they look almost identical. Both of them have a pungent taste. Both of them have a hot energy, or virya. So you'd think they would do the same thing, right? But they don't, not at all. Danti acts as a really powerful purgative, but Chitraka doesn't. That specific purgative action, that is the prabhava. That's the special, unique power of Danti.
So let's bring this all back home. When you combine these 3 layers of understanding, what you get is this unified framework that lets you decode the potential inside pretty much any substance you can think of.
It's almost like putting on a special pair of glasses. So first, you look at anything and analyze its dominant elements. Is it heavy and stable, like earth, or is it light and dry, like air? Then, second, you identify its core energy. Is it fundamentally heating or is it cooling? And then third, you discover its prabhava, that special, unique action that makes it different from everything else.
And when you apply this 3-step lens, that incredible claim we started with suddenly makes total sense. The potential for medicine isn't some kind of magic. It's unlocked by a deep, systematic understanding of a substance's nature, its energy, and its own unique power. So I'll just leave you with this final thought. What if this ancient way of seeing the world isn't just some abstract theory? What if the weeds growing in your garden or the spices sitting in your kitchen cabinet have a hidden power, a unique purpose that you just haven't learned how to see yet?